Part 3 podcast.
Let's fucking go.
Stephen Malbon.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get right into it.
Put him down for the birdie, dog.
Just a bit outside.
Gang is back together.
Somebody give me a fucking putter. Hoard the putt in.
I had to make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Part 3 Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, J.R. Smith. This is my co-host, Stephen Malbon. We are talking Masters. Steve, what's good?
I think the first
Masters
question,
week, baby. What's up?
first question on this glorious week before the week. Let's just say you won the Masters. You get your dinner of choice for all of the past champions, etc. What is J.R. Smith cooking? What we going with for the Masters dinner in Augusta? You got to start with the pre-meal, the meal, the dessert.
See, I'm not even a foodie like that, bro. That's going to be tough. If I had to choose, I would say baked ziti for my mom for the main course for sure. Like probably like baked ziti and like mac and cheese. Taking it back. The I don't know, man. I don't really know what you're supposed to eat like pre-dinner. Like, what is that?
I like the baked ziti. the baked ziti.
If I had to pick, I would probably pick like a buffalo chicken salad, some type of salad. If I had to pick like a salad or something, even though I don't eat it, but I need to have something spicy in there to throw it in there. But for the dessert, I'm definitely going with Rita's Italian Ice.
Oh, there he is.
For sure.
Italian Ice. You man.
Italian Ice swag, bro.
That's
what you going with?
Let me think here. I'll probably go with a little she crab soup. Started off with the she crab soup, that Maryland Chesapeake Bay tradition. She crab soup, and then I'll probably hit them with I'll probably go, like a ribeye with a little mac and cheese and maybe some kale, some cooked kale with little shallots, garlic, a little chili pepper in it and all that. And then dessert, probably hit them with a sundae. Let everybody be happy. Everybody likes ice cream.
Love ice cream. Love ice cream.
And let alone, obviously, we've never won the Masters, but we've never even played Augusta. So,
right.
At all these fine folks listening, we're waiting for our invite.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to invite us. If they're already talking about your pants and J-Day's pants, I know they talk about my tattoos and everything else, so I don't know if we're going to be invited, dog.
You have to wear a turtleneck. You got to wear the turtleneck.
Sure. I wear a turtleneck. I wear a turtleneck to play Augusta. Shit, for sure. Have you been to Augusta?
Yeah, I think this is the maybe the 5th or 6th time that I've gone. Man, they say there's nothing else like it. It is, and I know you went the year Jordan won, Spieth, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But that first time when you walk into that place and you see people whispering and you feel that energy and you hear the birds, and that was like my first impression was just like, I couldn't even believe where I was. I was touching the grass. Yeah. I went out on Amen's corner early in the morning and I'm creeping around. I laid in the grass, touching you cross the fairway, you can rub the grass a little. It's like, this place is put together.
Yeah.
What was your first experience?
I love the prices of the food, bro.
Yeah.
The prices of the food is fucking amazing. And the food is good. Like, it's so good. I'm not going to lie. But for me, man, I was really surprised. Like, to me, it's like the course is exactly the way I thought it would be. It was amazing and everything. But out of all the venues I've been to and all the events and stuff, I feel like that place is the most efficiently ran place I've ever been to in my life. Like, there's no lines for anything.
Yeah.
There's no like hassle really for anything once you get there. There's no like you get your food immediately damn near. You can pay for your stuff immediately. There's no lines in like really when you go to the pro shops and get clothes. Like very well ran, and to where people aren't like wasting time doing other things when it's just really well put together.
You know, one thing you'll notice when you go to Augusta, there's not a lot of people, right? There's not a lot of people, but there's a lot of banks. They got banks all
Mm,
over the place in Augusta, right? So the Masters brings so much money into that town, and the Masters or the Augusta National has so much money that they're buying up like all the property around, etc. And then they actually hired Disney, the people who run Disney World, Disneyland, etc., came in and dealt with the like flow of people and how you get people around and how you run the restrooms and how you have
really?
volunteers and where you have people. So that excellence, you know, that you're speaking about, it's it's not by accident. You know what I mean? They bring in Disney World people who come in and bring it in and do it. And the amount of insanity they have there with what they do each year and how special it is. It's like, you know, I've heard they have heat coils under the ground, under the azaleas. So if it's a cold winter, they just turn the heaters on, heat the roots, and then the azaleas bloom. Because the azaleas bloom every year, and they're
Oh
not playing
wow.
games. They're gonna bloom. There's whether they will like it or not. We're gonna have azaleas in the background of those greens because it's that type of place. And then they also put in all that money. They built that they got the vacuum cleaners under the entire golf course. So when it rains, they hit a button and it sucks the water out of the ground so they can keep playing. So can you imagine the expenses
Wow.
of putting coil heaters for all the azaleas and a vacuum suction system that pulls the water out so that there's no long rain delays? The level of what they're doing there is just insane. So I think going there, you know, the first couple times it was more like fascinated at like look at this place. Like look what they got going on here, you know. And
Right.
then I'll never forget the first time that I was there on like a, you know, like a Sunday, and you start hearing the roars. Right when you can hear someone on 15 make an
Going
eagle,
crazy.
someone on 16 lipping out for hole in one, and you know you just start, it's like you getting shell shocked, looking around like, oh shit, what's happening with it? You don't even know where to go.
Right.
Another thing I found fascinating is that the TV people, the TVs supposedly, when the roar, the computer, the TV switches when broadcasting it, when you hear a roar, the camera turns for you. You don't have to like tell the camera guy or flip to hole 16. No, when you hear a roar on 16, the camera just switches to 16 because they know something exciting
Mm,
just happened. But I've never experienced that type of like goosebumps, roaring madness, you know, seeing Tiger play there. Remember
man,
number. It's just the best. It's the best.
I wish I could have witnessed that to see Tiger out there, dude.
You're going to see him next week, right?
Man,
Next week he's playing.
yeah. I can't. I mean, I just hope he withstands the longevity of 4 rounds. But like the undulation, dude. Like the undulation is gonna be ridiculous for him. Walking like, granted he makes the cut, but like I hope he just is able to withstand and don't have to withdraw.
Don't we all? That's the thing. And they say
Man,
if it's windy but hot, that's when he has his best, you know, opportunities, because if it's windy, it's really hard. But he obviously understands how to play it. He knows how to hit these flighty shots and all that. And then if it's
yeah,
warm, it's better for his body, and the wind and the heat dry the greens out to make them incredibly fast. Because, you know, like even there we were talking about obviously like Freddie Couples and VJ Singh and all of these legends that show up and play, and the people who've won in the past, etc. But I believe a few years back, it was VJ 10 putted or something on the first hole. It was something
really,
wild where he like 8 putted or something on the first hole. It's like that place, if you get in the wrong area, you know, and those greens are so lightning fast. You know, this thing where people putt, where they do like
yeah.
they do
The
like
aim
the
point,
aim point, right? So like on a slow green, it's like one finger, right? But on Augusta, they say every putt's 4 fingers. Like every putt is gonna break, you know, like the maximum break amount with one hand. So it's like you see them on like Torrey Pines is like this. They're doing this shit. On
Right,
Augusta, it's like three fingers or four fingers because in close to you because it's such
right.
massive undulations and the way the ball breaks on those greens, and it's amazing, man. Augusta, I can't wait to go. I'm excited to be there.
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be something. I can't wait. Who you got? Who's your pick?
I mean, of course, Jason. I just did something with the Fox News little interview. Me and Jason just did it like an hour or so ago, and I like to see Jason win. I think other people obviously think he can. He had great success there early in his career at Augusta, and
Yeah.
obviously he's one of the short game wizards, right? Like he's so good with short
Mm-hmm.
game. It's interesting that like you got to be a certain level. Like I just heard some podcast that Charlie Hall did, and she was like, I hit it at every pin. She's like, I don't ever not hit it at the pin. I know I'm good enough that I can get up and down if it doesn't work out. So she's like, so you'll see me hit some really bad shots, but I hit a lot of really good shots too. So you just have to have
Right.
someone who has the confidence that they can actually hit it to those impossible tight pins. And if it works, you get an easy birdie. If it doesn't work, you got to be really good to be able to, get up and down on those greens, on all of that madness around there. And so the conservative guy that's like, let's just hit it in the middle of the green and two putt. Next thing you know, they start three putting, right? It's like
Right.
I don't think you can play that course and just be scared. You have to just be like, I'm going to hit it at the pins and I'm going to hit it by the pin instead of I'll lay it up or I'm gonna do this. It's like you have to just not care to some degree, I
Right.
think. And obviously on Sunday everything changes. That's another great memory of mine is just that how lopsided that leaderboard can get on those last 5, 6 holes. Like, remember when Tiger won it last time? He was like down or something, and then like everyone started hitting it in the water. Louis,
Yeah.
that guy Louis, he hit it in the water. Tony Finau put a couple in the water. It's just like these dudes are dunking it in the. You never know what's going to happen. They hit it on the green, it spins off. It's like who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be hard not to pick Scottie Scheffler just because what he's been doing and winning and then winning like back-to-back weeks and then lipping out to take it to a playoff to win last week. It's just like I think he's in an incredible groove. But if I had to pick, I think Wyndham Clark, man. I think
Wyndham.
he's got the game. Yeah, he's got the game. I think he's got the drive. He got the right. He's in the right headspace. I think he can. I think he pulls it off.
I think definitely that Scottie and Wyndham, you'd be kind of crazy not to pick them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me a wild one, like don't expect it. Give me one we wouldn't expect that you think might do something. What about the live dudes? You think any of them got a little chip shoulders to get off? What about
I think
Brooks?
Brooks has obviously a hell of a chance. But sleeper, I would say shit. If I had picked sleeper, I'm saying Phenom.
Yeah, me too. I love Tony to win it. Tony's
Love
always
Tony,
up in there.
man.
He's always close. It's like
Yeah,
he plays it well. He hits it far. He hits it straight. His short game's great. He's been close.
yeah. I would say him or Ricky, man, because I think Ricky is just
Oh, I
due.
love that.
If Ricky wins the Masters, how full circle would that shit come? And he would be fucking bro. That should be awesome, dog. I would love to see that.
Big Ricky winning would be really good for golf.
Orange and green looks good together.
Yeah, like
Orange and green looks good, dog.
we're dressing Jason, obviously scripting Jason, so that's been in my head for like since the day we signed him. It's like, damn, what am I gonna put him in with that green jacket?
Masters with that green. Ooh.
Sometimes people mix it with like weird colors. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. It's like they're
Right.
gonna wear a green jacket if they win. Why would you put them in you know, a red? Like Tiger never looks right with that red polo on, red and green. It looks like
No.
Christmas. It's weird. Orange and green would be just Ricky, it'd be the happiest thing for golf if
That'd
Ricky.
be so dope.
People love Ricky. There's those guys like Ricky. Jason's one of those guys that like if Ricky
Yeah,
Fowler's in the lead on Sunday or Jason Day's in the lead on Sunday, even Tony and Scheffler's behind and Wyndham's behind, the people are going to be hoping that Ricky wins, right? It's like
100%.
no one hopes
a hundred
Scotty's going
percent.
to bump Ricky or Tony or
Right.
Jason Day out because they're like the nicest guys. Like everyone wants to cheer for those dudes.
You gotta. I mean, I think you have to pull for them, man. I mean, like Ricky and Tony, like especially because like majors too. Like I don't think either one of them won a major, right?
Tony, nah, Ricky won the Players, I think.
Players,
Jason
but
won the
not a. I
PGA
mean,
champ. Jason won one, I think, the PGA champ.
yeah, but those are dudes that like that's like that people's champ shit, man. Like that's real live, like homegrown fan base, like guys you want to root for.
Yeah.
It's easy to go for Rahm and Brooks versus, you know what I mean, like the PGA guys, Rory and or Wyndham. But if those two guys or three guys are in the lead, it comes Sunday, golf would be in a hell of a great space.
We need that. Even like when Ricky was in like second place at the U.S. Open or something in the group with Wyndham. Remember that?
Yeah.
Out in L.A. And like people just want Ricky to, they really want Ricky to win. But the interesting one is that, talking to that dinner, that dinner this year is like John Rahm's dinner. That's the it's the Live guys dinner party.
Gonna do some prize picks for Live Miami. This week, round one, we are going to set our wages that Brooks Koepka will shoot less with 70.5. We're also going to take Cameron Smith to do the same thing, to shoot less than 70.5. Get your wages in. Prize picks, Live Miami, round one. Almost forgot the other thing. Use code PAR3 when you put your money in, and let's get some chili.
And then I believe like last year, remember where I think Phil like never spoke to anybody. He was so gutted by the way they all treated him and everything. He never spoke. He just went to dinner and like didn't talk to anybody. So I think the players, after all the weird shit, are they coming together with the PGA and Live and this, that, and the other? All the players are over it. They're over it at this point. They're like, look, dude, I'm just glad that Rahm's going to play. I'm glad that Brooks is playing, DJ, Phil, Sergio.
The best of the best is playing.
Let's go. It's so much better for golf when you have them all together. And it's not only better for us as fans, it's better for them. They want to play. They don't want to just, like you see this last week when the random dude won and beat Scottie. Scottie, it was almost like Scottie was like, fuck, I don't want a bunch of like madness going into the Masters. Let me just pull this putt right quick. I don't need to win another one. I've had it. I'm sick of winning. They're going to be on me.
You think he did that for three in a row? He's like,
it's like, what, we're going to win 4 in the row now? It's the Masters. It's like too much media. Like, I'm out, bro.
Nah, bro. You got to go Tiger mind, bro. Win as much as you can.
Yeah. But it is
Tiger
the
mentality,
intensity,
bro.
It's the intensity of that week. And like we saw that on what I think Rory jumped in and said he's not playing in the par 3 fun day. He's coming into town late. It's like it's too much hoopla and this and that. And it's like by the time Thursday morning comes, you're already half exhausted.
I would assume it's a long week and an exciting week because it's like, especially guys who haven't played in it and it's guys who were really big on tradition. And I know Rory is. His media hoopla is too high because it's just everybody, that anticipation of him getting it done. I think there's a lot of pressure for him. But for the rest of those dudes, man, I'm sure they're like a kid in a candy store, bro. It's like going to the finals, bro. And 64 people get to go.
I was going to ask you about the finals. Does it seem similar where you're in the finals and it's a media frenzy and events and appearances? Like,
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Tired by the time the game starts.
Man. But then, like, it gets worse as the week gets on, because if you still hanging around come Saturday, Sunday, it's like your media obligations just went through the roof, especially if you in the mix.
Mm-hmm. In the game Sunday.
Sunday, you playing in maybe a couple last groups. You got people coming in just in case you get it done. Like, come on, it's a lot going on.
That's what we booked our flights. We booked them one way. You know what I mean? I got to figure my way out of there. I don't want to. I'm
I'm
only there for
driving, dog.
Jason. If it's a
I'm
good week,
driving.
I'm not leaving. If it's a bad
I know
week, I'm
that's right.
hauling ass. I'll be gone.
That's why I drove, bro. I'm driving up. Fuck that.
And I got us
I
some good.
can't wait, man.
We got some good golf. You and I set up. We got Sage Valley with the Foursome, the Golf Digest. People blessed us with that, and then the Tree Farm
Shit.
people. Saturday morning, 9:30, we get to go run at the Tree Farm, which I heard is insane. It's amazing how
That's it.
Augusta National is so massive and so powerful, and brings such a like that airport. The private airport
Mm-hmm.
is like you can't get any more planes in there. There's
Right.
there's more planes private than you could possibly get into the place, and they're stacked up. And you got Tigers playing, you got Nike's playing, you got anybody of the who's got their planes out
For
there.
sure.
And so getting in and out of there is nuts. And you drive from Atlanta, it's like 2.5 hour drive. But around Augusta, Sage Valley started because the guy couldn't get into Augusta. So he went and built
Mm-hmm. I
Sage
remember that.
Valley to look like Augusta. So you got white caddy suits, you got the pine straw under the trees, the green fairways, azaleas every fucking where. It's like, and then there's the tree
Yeah.
farm, and there's this place my man Wes is doing called Club 21, Club 21, I think, and it's like the Hammer Club. So that's another one, but they're building them all up. Aiken, South Carolina, so now there's like old something just open. Another thing I got us too is we got this is a great one, dude. I didn't even tell you. We got my buddy's a member of Augusta Country Club, which is across the street. Rays Creek runs through Augusta Country Club as well. Like on the way to Augusta National, the creek goes to
Right.
Augusta Country Club. But we get basically guest membership pass for the week. So we can go there, hit balls, chip, putt, drink, nighttime
Oh, that's
outdoor
fire.
putting, eat. It's
Need that.
great. And that is like a Easter egg. The outfits there, because I did it before, it's all pastels, chicks in like, flowery summer dresses, pinstripes and pastels and little cool ass hats like that one you're wearing. That's all you see down there.
Love it.
Damn doctors.
Love it.
We're gonna be doctors in Augusta this week.
I love it.
It's tournament and major season in the world of golf, and we at Par 3 Podcast are locked in on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, where you can turn your golf knowledge into serious cash. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states across the country, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Prize Picks is really simple to play. You can make picks and submit your entry in less than 30 seconds. Prize Picks now offers Apple Pay for quick and easy deposits. Par 3 Podcast has cashed out on Prize Picks before, and they'll do it again. Download the app today and use code PAR3 for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's code PAR3 for a first deposit match of up to $100. Pick more, pick less, it's easy. Par 3 and Prize Picks are coming for the top of the golf leaderboard together. Our picks get paid. PrizePicks.com/par3.
Let me ask you this: if somebody was going to Augusta, right, and they wanted and they asked you what you wanted from there, what would you say?
I like those knolls, those little sculptures.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm talking about? You put it in the garden or something. They're like little little elves or something. I think they're called gnomes.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking
They're
about.
gnomes or something, right?
Gnomes.
Yeah, those gnomes are fucking cool. I got a spot in town. It's an antique joint, the antique store. So the guy that owns the the Augusta, the Masters memorabilia section of this big antique store. He has he does the estate sales. So when an older member passes away, the lady, the wife, will hire him, and he'll
Yeah.
come in and he'll buy the green jacket, he'll buy, the hats and the cups and the tchotchkes. But this ring I've been wearing, this pinky ring, I got this from him. Let's see if y'all can see that.
Oh, that's sick.
So it's a members Augusta National pinky ring, and the story is
Hey,
the
man, they're
dude
going to kick
died.
you out, bro.
Nah, he died during COVID, and my man went and did the estate, cleaned out the house, and went into the funeral to give his condolences and show up, to be a respectful guy. Goes to the funeral, says hi to the wife, and she said, "Oh wait, there's one more thing. He wouldn't want to be buried with this." Runs over to the casket, pulls the pinky ring off, hands it to the dude, and then I bought it from him for $500. A little Gold Masters member pinky ring I've been rocking, and it's been giving me great luck. Great luck.
So you wearing a dead man's ring?
I'm wearing a dead man's ring because that's what he wanted. He didn't want that motherfucker in the soil. He didn't want worms crawling through that ring. He wanted it shining. I had it re-dipped in gold and everything. Motherfucker.
Oh,
Gold.
man, that's funny
It
as
says the
hell.
date on it. It says whatever date it was, 1934. Can't even read it.
That's
Sorry.
hilarious, dog.
But that store's cool as shit. You can go in there and you can get all types of. I get a lot of design inspiration there. Old pamphlets and magazines,
Mm-hmm.
tchotchkes, and newspapers. I also like going over
Fucking
there
pennants
too.
and shit.
I like seeing. I like going by that Hooters out there and checking John Daly when he's in
John Daly.
his tour bus out front.
Yeah, we got to go see him, bro. We got to pull up on him, man. I'm going to have a couple brews with him.
If you want a photo with him or you want an autograph, he's like, "Oh, I'll do it, but you got to buy something." He's like,
Yeah.
"Can I get a
I
photo?"
ain't mad at it.
Yeah, over there. Go over there, buy something, then I'll give you a photo. He just clocked
Right.
him out there.
I'm gonna go get me a shirt because I'm damn sure taking a picture.
Yeah, exactly. I got a beanie. I got like he's like a lot like a lion logo, a John Daly. I bought like a winter hat or some shit, and I took a photo with him, and then I had a visor on, early Malbon golf visor. I had a visor on. I got him to sign the visor, and I remember my man was like, "Yo, that's lame. Like, you let someone sign your hat." I'm like, "Motherfucker, that's John Daly. Don't you worry about it. It's not your hat, it's
Right.
mine. Like, it's
Exactly.
nachos, they mine. Don't worry about it."
Whether you're a world-class athlete or a podcaster, we all understand the importance of mental and physical well-being and proper recovery for top-notch performance. That's why we're excited that Unified Healing is sponsoring this episode of the Par 3 podcast. What is the EE system? Unified Healing is a new and super innovative global network of wellness centers powered by Energy Enhancement System, or EE system. If you haven't heard of the EE system yet, you'll want to listen up. This technology promotes wellness, deep relaxation, purification, and rejuvenation. Whether you're in California or hundreds of other locations across the globe, access to a center is easy and affordable. Interested in experiencing the EE system technology for yourself? Go to unifiedhealing.com/par to learn more and find a center near you. That's UNIFYD healing.com/PAR. No material or testimonials on the Unified Healing website are intended to be viewed as medical advice or the substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition or treatment, and before undertaking a new healthcare regime, including the EE system.
How was Houston? I missed you guys.
Man, Houston was amazing. Houston was a good time. It rained a little bit, but it didn't stop the party, man. We had a great time.
Freddie did great,
man,
right?
Freddie 2 times did his thing, man. Freddie 2 times put on a show for his hometown, man. Everybody had a good time. Nobody complained. Everybody got where they needed to be. We played Blue Jack with Eric Ebron the day before. Then they went to, where did they go? Carlton Woods after, I want to say. Maybe in the Woodlands or something. I think that's where they said they went the next day. But everybody had a good time, man. I play like shit too. Yo, my guy from Dallas, he carried me, man. My guy James Mays, man. Shout out to James. He did his thing. He carried me. I was playing like shit.
You had them little tweeds. I saw you with those little tweeds you had in all the photos. You had them little shorts.
Yes, sir.
You baked ziti out there with the little
Man,
cocktail.
you dig? My man had me set me up, man. It was a good time.
That's a good one.
Houston is always a good time.
I think they're gonna play. I think Freddie's gonna play. We got another one in Atlanta. I mean, in Los Angeles this week on Friday. We got Angeles National. We got like 110 of us or something. But I think Freddie's coming.
Really?
Freddie's coming, and I think Q gonna play. Anthony Anderson.
Nice.
Bunch of them normals. Yeah, shit. The Masters. So what
The
you
Masters, man.
There's also at night, every night there's stuff. There's like, Wasserman party, there's Endeavor parties, there's joints every single night. Top Golf's doing something with this dude, Jane. It's like they got these like they're doing like a summer camp where you can it's literally like a kid's summer camp, but they do it at the Top Golf in Augusta.
Check.
So I like to go check that out. And then I think Min Woo's going to come on. We're going to get Min Woo, Claude Harmon, Sean Foley. Get those two. Will be very interesting to hear. Claude's my man. Claude's going to have a lot to say because he's
Claude's my guy.
Yeah, you love Claude. We love Claude. Getting Claude on has been about time.
Flow, man.
He's doing DJ and Brooks, and he does Pat Perez. So he's just full time. But his dad and them, they have like golf academies in Saudi and Morocco. You know what I mean? They grew up. I think he kind of like grew up in Morocco. In Morocco, the king of Morocco was like, we don't have anything to export, so we'll just do tourism. And he's been building golf courses like crazy. So the way Claude's got that joint at the Floridian, he's got them elsewhere. They got them elsewhere, and I think Dubai, he's got one in Dubai. So Claude's been on that shit, and I think he's kind of naturally fit. He likes that jet with DJ and them going back and forth, flying around. He's the best.
Oh, yeah.
How's the college golf? What's happening? Where's
Struggle bus, bro. Struggle bus, man. 85, 87. I've been shitting the bed, dude. It's funny, man, because, you go out there hitting shots, and, in tournament golf is, we all know, different from leisure golf or whatever, but, when there's 30-mile-an-hour winds and you hit a little spinny one,
see ya.
Your normal drive is 280, 285 carry at least, and that shit carries 265, 260. You trying to cover water, bro?
And
you're already having a bad round, so it's like,
and you got no caddy. No caddy.
No,
You're
sir.
just out there by yourself, just trying to dig it out of the mud.
Just trying to get it out the mud. Oh, man, so it's the worst, bro. I made a 9 on the par 5, bro. It was just and it's funny because I'm trying to go by the Tiger 5, take care of the par 5s, no 3 putts, get short side, get up and down, little shit like that. Bro, no chance. I fucked all that shit up in the first hole, bro. Shit is crazy.
You bogeyed.
No chance.
Bogey the first hole. It's a par 5, 3 putt. Hit one into the creek.
3 putt.
You get 4 of them over with on one hole.
Go hit it left in the trees, punch out, miss up and down, bogey. Man, double, bro. Shit's by the third hole, you just well, just out here having a good time, man. Let me just chit chat with you guys. I try to get locked in and be like, bro, no way.
Jason, we just did that thing for Fox and Fox News and Fox Sports or something, but Jason was talking about there's certain players that make it look really, really easy. Like Scheffler. Scottie makes it look really, really easy. And he's technically it is really easy. Jason Day can tell you, golf is really easy. When you do what you're supposed to do and you come out with a game plan and everything lines up. I saw him shoot 62 at Pebble in the rain out here at the AT&T. And like, it was like the easiest thing I've ever seen anyone do. He hits the fairway,
Right.
he hits it right by the hole, makes the birdie or a little tap in par. Like that was an easy par, easy par, easy par, birdie, birdie, easy par, eagle. It was just like, that was the easiest thing I've ever seen anybody do to shoot a 30 on the front.
Right.
Like, what the fuck was that? And then you see him, the last 2 weeks, he's the last two tournaments he played, he was at the Players. He was like, at one point, he was in second place on like Saturday or some shit, right? Struggle, this, that, and other. Tripled 18 coming in. Last week in Houston, doubled 18 to miss the cut. It's like, man, it's so easy, yet it is so impossible at the same time, right? And like he was saying that, when the problems come with golf is when you start overthinking it. When you start
Right.
thinking, I need to be here with my body, I need to be here with my chin, I need my right wrist like this, and you start overthinking this shit and making it too damn hard. When you playing with your homies and you got your levels right and you feeling great, and like, you walk up to a 210-yard par
Easy.
3, it's like, watch this, I'm gonna hit the little 5-iron right over the right bunker with a draw, talk shit, call it, hit it. Easiest thing you've ever fucking done. And I watched Jason start last week. He starts like par, and then it's like 180-yard par 3, hits it in the bunker, doesn't get up and down. It's just like, how the hell does this dude hit balls 9 hours a day, every day for 20 years, 180-yard par 3? How you gonna hit it in the lip of the bunker? It's just like, because you can't.
Man.
That shit is hard. As easy as it is, when you get in your head a little and you overthink it, and like sometimes when you get where you're like, I don't know if I can get the 6-iron there, I'm gonna have to just, hit a little easy 5-iron. And then you kind of get too cute with it. Right? And it's like, as soon as you hit it, you're like, oh, not this one.
Right.
Like, why did I
Go,
hitting the
chase,
fucking
run,
6-iron? Like, hit the 6 hard, keep it moving, and be done with this shit. I'm
Yeah.
over here trying to get cute and feather a 5-iron in. It's like, man, this shit ain't gonna work.
At worst, I'm 8 feet. What are you mad at?
Yeah. And then, what about, do you get angry in those matches?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Like, you want to break the
It's hard for me
club
to
or
control
fucking...
myself. Nah, not like that. But it's like, no, I realistically, bro, this is the first time in my life I really was ready to quit. Bro, I was ready to walk off the golf course, bro. No, like for real, bro.
Yeah.
I was hitting that shit in the water. I was hitting that shit sideways, and I felt like I was wasting their time.
Wasting their time,
Like,
your
bro, I'm playing.
time,
Yeah,
all
like
the practice.
I'm playing. That's how bad right. Like I'm sitting here, like, bro, I think I want to quit, bro. Like, there's no way I spend this much time on this game, and I'm out here shooting and playing like this. Shit is ridiculous, bro. And one of the dude, 18 years old, bro, played 36 holes, shot 3 under in the same conditions I was playing in.
And you shot fucking
89, 87 or some shit.
25 over.
Right.
Yeah.
This little motherfucker is 18, shot 3 under. I'm watching this shit hole after hole after hole after hole after hole. I'm like, bro, I seen this kid hit it in the water on a par 5 and knock that shit with a 3-wood to 8 feet and make birdie.
Later. Next hole, easy game.
Next hole.
That shit look easy.
I'm like, what the Meanwhile, I had my shit dead center of the green. Next shot, just right at the layup, chip up, put myself in a bad position, fucking 4-putt.
And leave just fucking scratching your head.
And he just made birdie after he just put it in the fucking water.
Well, let me ask you this: when you go from the feeling,
what the fuck?
When you go from the feeling of the severeness of like, you know what, I'm gonna quit. Fuck this. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Because we've all been there. We've all been there. We've all done it. And I guarantee you, Rory has thought that shit too. It's like, you know what? This ain't for me.
Man,
I'm off.
It's not. You know what? I'm literally thinking like, bro, maybe tennis ain't so bad.
Yeah.
Like, is pickleball hard? Like, I think I could be pretty good. They gotta be pretty good.
And then,
I played it a couple times in the bubble. Like it's just a little. It's like a big. It's just like a big ping pong table.
yeah. But what brought you back? Because you didn't quit.
Golf. Realizing golf is just fuck spelled GOLF. Honestly,
Yeah, you just said fuck it. It's golf. This shit ain't called
bro, it's golf,
birdie. It's
bro.
called
It's
golfing,
golf.
right?
I'm not gonna lie. I was so mad, but it's so humbling for me, bro, because I'm like naturally good at everything else but this shit. Like, and I can't say I'm not good at golf. I'm just not
Great.
great at golf.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers who do this shit are not. They're not even good. They're great, bro. Anybody who talks shit about anybody who has the PGA Tour card, like, bro, he's great. I don't care.
No, they're
The
great.
guy can go out there and shoot 65 in his sleep, bro. He's great. Where no matter where he's at,
Yeah.
with the conditions, the first time seeing the course, he goes out and shoots fucking 62,
From the
65.
tips with the rough up.
From the tips,
Yeah.
bro, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. He's great.
Yeah.
The guy is great.
They're great if they're out there. And then you got like Freddie Couples playing next week who will be like 2 under, 3 under, 4 under
He's
after 2
great,
days and
bro.
8 to cut. You know, because again, it's like
Playing from the same distance these dudes are playing from.
because you know
At
what he
the
do?
age he is.
He does what Jason did that day when Jason was in total control at AT&T.
Hit every fairway.
He hits it down the
green.
middle. He knows where to miss. That's what I've learned a ton too watching Jason. It's like, you know, like when I play the preserve, I can tell you one side of every green that I can still make par from. So it's like on the right, I can make par. On the left, I'm gonna have a hard time making bogey. So you just have to, you know, someone I read the other day or someone told me the other day, it's like, it's not about how good your good shots are, it's how good your bad shots are. And not to let yourself get into these horrible ass positions where you're making 9s on par 5s. That's just because you missed in a few spots. You're not supposed to miss that. I mean, you can miss.
Right. You shouldn't even be over there. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, as soon as you know, it's like that at the preserve. There's certain areas you blow when they have those false short fronts, and the greens are slick. You miss long and get hung in the rough. It's like, all right, you're gonna chip the next one. It's gonna run off the green 45 yards, and then you're gonna pitch the next one up, and you might make the putt for bogey. But it's looking like double. As soon as you miss in certain places, you're fighting for bogey. There's other places you miss where you still make an easy par. In every approach shot, there is the option, right? It's like left is dead, out of bounds. Right is some pine straw. Fuck it. I might miss, but if I miss, I'm going to miss to the right, and I'm going to have a chance for par. If I miss to the left, I got to drop another ball. Now I'm fighting for double. Might get triple.
Man.
Pull the next one.
It's like you got to take driver out. For me, it's like I really got to take driver out of my hands, bro. You're not supposed to hit drive. Like out of even 14 fairways, bro. Like PGA Tour average is what, 8.5 fairways hit, bro. If I hit 2-iron more, I'll hit 8 fairways.
Yeah.
Instead of just pulling out driver just because, like, okay, I got to get it way down there. Like, bro, you can hit. There's nothing wrong with hitting a 7-iron or a 6-iron into a green instead of hitting a 50 or 46 degree or a 9-iron.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like getting comfortable with those numbers is like, I don't know, man. It's like Colin Morikawa, bro. They just got the best numbers with a 6-iron on tour, like damn near ever. Like, what if you a 6-iron is like 190 yards, 195 yards for these dudes.
Yeah.
You knocking that shit to 6 feet with that, like.
Yeah. What about you? How are you How are you with? Do you hit driver on short par 4s and get to that like 45 yard, 45, 50 yard shot? Do you play to your weakness there? Because you know, Tom Watson said, they said, what do you do when you get a 45 yard shot? He said, I fire my caddy.
See, for me, I like those shots though. Like I put it because I play the clock. Like I know for me with a 58 degree, that's literally from like 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. You know, in my swing wise. And I know that's 45. I know that's 45 to 46.5 yards for sure. So for me, I like those. I like that shot. But it's when I'm being aggressive, and I'm left when you can't miss left.
Yeah.
Because if you miss left, you got to punch out way up right. And then if you punch out right and you in that fucking bunker, then you chip over, then you got to come back down. And then you fucking worried, you putting back off the green and then put back up. Like, bro,
Oh,
what type of game is you playing? If you leave it in the bunker again.
yeah, it's
Like,
easy when
come
you're
on.
playing with your homies and you say, fuck it, just, write me down for double. I'm going to the next hole. That's
Right.
easy. But when you lay 6 in the fairway bunker, that's when it's like, oh no. Now I'm trying to
Bro, I
get
hit
up
it
and down
in
for 8, knowing damn well I
Bro,
can't get
I
up
hit
and
a
down.
spinny one on a par 5. No lie, I hit a spinny one on a par 5. Ball walk up there because it's walking. Walk up there, can't find a ball. Gotta go walk back up, re-tee. Hit again in the water. So
Well,
now I'm hitting 5 from off the tee on a par 5, bro.
and then you birdied it with your third ball.
Right,
Could have been a
like,
moose.
bro, shit is nuts,
You
man.
got a 9 on the hole
On a 9,
on
bro.
the
On the
par 5.
17th hole, of the third round, par 5.
The one I love to hit them with, when somebody gets a 10, you call it a moose, like this.
Man.
A moose.
I'm hoping to keep that shit up, man. We got another one coming up this week, though, man. We're gonna see, man.
Fucking moose
We
sightings. You don't want
gotta
any moose sightings
fuck,
out there.
man. We gotta grind that shit back, dude. Short game. There's a lot of short game for real because you can miss fairways, but once you get around the greens, I seen some kids do some magician shit, man. They literally missing greens and everything, but they hit fairways, but they miss greens, but just get up and down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Get up and down.
Yeah, I see them
Fucking
like
incredible.
walking with Jason, watching him. That shit is that motherfucker sometimes hits his drives bad and then scabby irons, but he gets it around the green. But then he'll like, he'll still shoot like 70, like 2 under, and like get up and down like 8
Right.
times for par. But it's like also that shit is too much pressure, man. That's too much pressure on yourself. And like, yeah, you can do it.
Man,
At some point, you're gonna fucking crumble under that pressure. You can't get up and down for par 9 times around and think that's sustainable. Like that's gonna fucking crumble.
no sir.
And when it crumbles, that's when it's
No way.
over. You can't. It'll break your back. You can't.
Over.
You can't do it. So I think that's it. Like
But I'm gonna grind it out,
stress-free
man.
stress-free golf is, I heard MJ said some shit once. He
That's
said they Michael Jordan said something about he's like depressed a lot or something. And they said, when are you not depressed? He said, when I'm playing lights out golf. But that's only like twice a year. You know what I mean? Like
right.
how many times this year were you just that guy? Like you're playing as good as Tony Finau, right? Like it happens
No
every
bullshit,
fucking
bro. I
blue
played the
moon.
other day at Grove. It's funny because I played the other day at Grove, bro. I shot 71. And when I tell you, I felt like I was like just hitting every shot the way I wanted to. The putts wasn't falling. I was literally just 2-putting everything.
And you could have shot
And
65.
oh man. And all of it, like my shots in were like, no, I'm lying. I birdied the first 3 holes. I birdied 1, 2, and 3 in a row. Storchy was over there like, oh shit, like oh shit. And then I
Right?
kind of lost it as the round went on. I ended up shooting 71, but I'm like, bro, this shit is easy, bro. Why can't you do this all the time? You get into the tournament, you shoot 85, 87.
Tiger Woods, I read once that they said out of the, 80 something tournaments you've won, how many of them did you have your A game? And he said 3. Like only 3 of them was he doing what he wanted. Did he have his A game? All the rest he won with still hitting bad shots. Like that's the thing with golf. Like I said,
It's crazy.
it's not how good your good ones are, it's how good are your bad ones. And that's the only way you can get around that motherfucker and not get your attitude. Lil Remington is on the he started middle school golf team and he's out here getting angry and he's getting, he gets mad. He's too hard on himself. I'm like, dude, someone told it, someone said it on, I think Santino said it. It's like, bro, you're not good enough to get that mad. Like you're 12
Right.
years old, right? You go to school. It's not your full-time job golfing. you just played basketball and you played football the last 2 quarters or whatever. Like, you're not good enough to be that angry at yourself. And then another thing is on his team, they do it all like Stratford or some type of point system. So birdies get 5 points, pars get 4, or maybe 4 points for a birdie, 3 points for a par, 2 points for a bogey, and 1 for a double because he's in 6th grade. So it's like, the dude, I take him to play the preserve. He hits a good drive, hit like a thin, skanky cut 4-iron into the green, short right, and then bitch all the way up, angry, fucking sulking, bad energy. I'm like, dude, you're still gonna have a chance for par.
First hole.
You get a lot of points. Just don't count yourself out of it yet. Like, pitch the motherfucker in for birdie. But if you walking up, why did I hit a shitty 4-iron? It's like you hit a shitty 4-iron because, like you said, golf is golf. What are you gonna do?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up with another episode of the Par 3 podcast. Appreciate y'all coming out and watching. Me and my boy Stephen Malbon. I'm J.R. Smith, and we out of here.
Stay away from those mooses. Yee!